Today I'm going to be showing you everything that I purchased from Superstore for my weekly restock. I restocked on some vegan, gluten-free fridge and pantry staples that I just always happen to have on hand. I also got some fun stuff that I've never tried before and I'm kind of excited to. Plus I got some generally cool ingredients that I'm going to be using for some upcoming recipe videos that I'm super stoked for. Make sure that you guys watch till the very end because I will be revealing how much this all cost me, which I'm sure you are curious to know. So starting off with the produce aisles, I just got some very basic stuff that I always happen to have on hand. We got some bananas as well as oranges. I got some fresh sage. I am so happy that I have this because I just actually used it last night for filming a recipe video that has lots of it in there. I'm so excited to share that with you. Plus, if you're wondering why it's in this little jar, it's a great way to keep your herbs fresh because sage tends to go black really quickly in your fridge. So just snip off the ends and pop it in a jar and you'll have fresh sage for weeks. I got a pretty large bag of ambrosia apples and I'm going to be using them in some upcoming apple dessert videos, like an apple crumble I'm thinking. I'm not really sure if ambrosia is the right choice, but I think I have tried making like apple pies with ambrosia before and it turned out pretty good. Let me know in a comment below what you think are the best apples for baking and fall desserts because I want to do it right. Moving on, we have some turnips. I love buying them at this time of year because I make turnip and carrot mash, which sounds kind of boring, but it's so simply delicious. You can check out the recipe right up here if you're curious to try it with your holiday or Thanksgiving upcoming meals. I also restocked on some broccoli as well as some mushrooms, which I will be using in an upcoming mushroom Alfredo pasta recipe, which I am so looking forward to filming right after I film this grocery haul. I didn't get too many pantry items, but I did need a few things. So I got a couple cans of coconut milk, which I just always have on hand. Some capers. I like to use that in my Caesar dressings because it kind of replaces the brininess of a Caesar dressing, as well as some artichokes, which I will be featuring in another upcoming pasta video, so stay tuned. And then in this big old container here, I have 5 pounds of carrots. I got one of those big giant 5-pound bags because they're always a way better value than just buying them individually. And the way I keep them fresher for longer is by keeping them stored in a tub or a little container that's filled to the top with water. Carrots get their crunchiness and hardness back after being submerged in water and kept in your fridge. So if you find your carrots always go limp and floppy, do this. I promise you, they stay fresh for weeks. You just gotta change the water like once a week. Next up, we got a couple bags of tortilla chips. We love these ones, especially Brad. They're his fave. And they're just like the saltiest tortilla chips ever. So if you're in Canada, get these ones. They're really salty. We also got a ton of pasta noodles. Now you may be wondering why we got so much. Well, the answer is pretty simple. I'm gonna be making a lot of pasta recipe videos very soon that you'll be seeing featured on the channel in the next few weeks, and I wanted to experiment with a few different kinds of pasta noodles. I usually opt for like these chickpea pasta noodles because they have a lot more protein than like rice noodles or corn noodles, and they just keep me fuller for longer, but I can't always find the kind of fun shapes like macaroni or whatever else in the chickpea pasta. But these ones here in the brown rice pasta and the corn pasta, I can actually find elbow macaroni noodles, which I can never find in chickpea pasta. So I've got some really cool, very vintage recipes from my grandma coming up soon on the channel. I'm gonna be making a vintage macaroni recipe. Be excited. It's very good. Always gotta have some tortillas on hand. They just make for super simple and quick meals. Say if I have like some leftover dinners like fajitas or really any kind of like cooked veggie dish, sometimes in the morning I'll just whip up some tofu scramble, wrap everything up in a breakfast wrap, and a quick easy breakfast. We got a lot of tofu, it's true. We got 5 blocks of tofu, and that might seem like a lot, but Brad and I eat it almost every day, so this will probably last us about a week, week and a half or so, and it goes into almost every meal of the day for us. So love our tofu. Extra firm is the best. Another fridge staple item, we have some soy milk. We always keep it in the house. We use it for our morning coffee and lots of other things, smoothies, lattes, just everything really. Now here's an item that I don't buy very often, but I got some Just Egg, the liquid variety. I'm sure you've probably seen it by now. It's a vegan liquid egg replacement, and it actually is pretty darn good, but gosh, it's really expensive, which is why I don't buy it that often. But I do plan on using it in an upcoming vegan vegan carbonara recipe, which I am so excited to try. I have a confession, I've never actually had carbonara, at least not that I can ever recall, and Brad has berated me several times over it. So it's about time that I do something about it, test it out, make it my own, make it vegan, and I'm gonna do it. And this Just Egg will be featured in it. So stay tuned. We also got another really fun item that I tried for the first time last night. I may have cheated and opened it up last night and tried it because I was just really curious. But I got this Violife Parmesan cheese brick thing, and you grate it, and oh my god, it's so nice. Like, it smells so much like Parmesan cheese, and it grates beautifully. Oh my gosh. So that was a very exciting and fun find. Expensive. Yes, it was expensive, but I think it's the best vegan Parmesan that I have personally tried out there. Let me know in the comments below if you also like it, or if you have another favorite one, because I am always on the lookout for new vegan cheeses. Another fun kind of splurgy item is some Beyond Meat products. Now, I don't buy these too often, one, because they are, again, kind of expensive, but they are really convenient and they're pretty delicious, and they make really quick, fast substitutes for ground beef and sausage and all those fun things. So we got 2 of the ground beef packages, as well as one of the mild Italian sausages, and I like to use the sausages as like hot dogs, but the reason I bought them this time is because I'm going to be making a Cajun inspired pasta recipe, which I think is going to be very delicious. And what I'll be using the ground meat for is porcupine meatballs. I'm veganizing one of my childhood favorites, and if you've tried porcupine meatballs before, you should be excited for this recipe. It is going to be so epic. Lastly, I will say that being vegan can be expensive at times if you are opting for more of the processed foods, like the Beyond Meats of the world and the Impossible Burgers and some of these processed cheeses and, you know, fun things like that. And while I'm super happy that we have them available to us as vegans, they can be really expensive and far more expensive than the dairy alternative. So, you know, if you are trying to eat vegan on a budget, definitely try to eat more whole foods and try experimenting with recipes where you can make your own vegan cheese, or try making your own vegan meats with more whole food items. They will always be much cheaper. Let me know in a comment down below which processed vegan foods you are sick of buying because they're so expensive and would like to have some more whole food alternatives, because I would love to try and make some of those for you guys, because stuff is expensive and inflation sucks. If you guys like this grocery haul video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. If you're not subscribed already, make sure you click that button below so you don't miss future recipe videos and grocery hauls like these ones right here. See you in the next one. Bye!